Hi there, welcome to today's edition of A Journey with Sarponmaa. And today we will be looking at some of the tests your health professional would recommend you run if they suspect you have hormonal imbalance. To help us go through it is Joseph Churcher. Stay tuned with us. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Joseph Churcher Jr., a medical laboratory technician. I believe the journey so far has been exciting, has been informative, and it has been educative as well. As we have learned in our previous sessions, what hormones are and what hormonal imbalances are. Today, we talk a little bit about some of the tests that is done to help or to aid in diagnosing hormonal imbalances, and also talk a little bit about the misconception of hormonal imbalances. We will proceed with a test called thyroid function test. Thyroid function test, or TFT, is a blood test that is done to evaluate how well the thyroid gland, which produces the thyroid hormone, is working. Thyroid function test measures the level of thyroid hormones, that is the T3, T4, and thyroid stimulating hormone TSH in the blood. We do thyroid function tests to help diagnosing conditions like hypothyroidism, which is to check whether your thyroid gland is underperforming or underactive, and also help diagnose conditions like hyperthyroidism to know whether your thyroid gland is overperforming or overactive, and also to help to monitor treatment. We test for thyroid function tests to monitor the effectiveness of your thyroid medication, and if it is necessary, or we'd have to make any adjustment to the dosage you are taking. Remember that thyroid function test is an essential test that is done to make sure that your thyroid health is working properly. We move on to cortisol blood test. So cortisol blood tests is also a blood test that measures the level of cortisol in the blood. Cortisol is also produced by the adrenal glands that plays vital role in stress response. So we do cortisol blood tests to help diagnose a condition called Cushing's syndrome. It is caused when there is an excess cortisol production in the blood, and also help diagnose adrenal insufficiency, a condition where the adrenal glands don't produce enough cortisol, and also to evaluate stress response to help assess how the body responds to stress. We do that to also monitor treatment. So it monitors the effectiveness of treatment for cortisol related disorders. So this test also provides, or it helps to diagnose and manage conditions related to cortisol imbalances. We would move on to the reproductive hormone tests. So reproductive hormone test measures the level of hormones that regulate reproductive functions, like estrogen, which regulates the female reproductive system, progesterone, which prepares the uterus for pregnancy, testosterone, which regulates the male reproductive system, the follicle stimulating hormone, which we call it FSH, which regulates ovulation, and sperm production. Luteinizing hormone, LH for short, which also regulates ovulation and testosterone production. Your doctor would request the reproductive hormone test to diagnose infertility or to identify hormonal imbalances affecting fertility, and also to evaluate menstrual irregularities. It helps to diagnose the causes of irregular periods, to also monitor fertility treatment. It monitors the hormone levels during fertility treatment and also helps in diagnosing hormonal imbalances, which identifies conditions like PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. The various tests mentioned above are some of the laboratory tests that is done to help in diagnosing hormonal imbalances. So now let's turn our attention to some of the misconception about hormonal imbalances. Now, oftentimes you hear that hormonal imbalances only affect women. That is false because hormonal imbalances affect both men and women. And weight gain is not the only symptoms of hormonal imbalances. There's a wide range of symptoms, including mood changes, fatigue, and more. Hormonal imbalances is not a single condition. There are a lot of hormonal imbalances which each comes with distinct causes and symptoms. Hormonal imbalances can't be treated. We've come to realize, or we've come to learn, that there are laboratory tests that can be done to help in diagnosing hormonal imbalances, as such. After your test is done, your results that will be taken to your consultant or your doctor will inform your doctor the treatment or the course of treatment to be taken. So, thank you for listening to me and thank you for being with me throughout this session. I hope that it was informative and educative as well. Thank you and bye.
Thank you, Joseph Churcher. We appreciate your time. Also, we hope this has been informative enough, our dear listeners. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms, like, comment, and let's get interactive. Until our next episode, it is bye for now.